In a world of war and chaos, one man chose a simpler path. Dan Pond, hunter, fisherman, and seeker of the wild. Just the open world, a fishing rod, and a dream of earning a WoW token through survival and skill. This is Dan Pond. Hey everyone, welcome back to the next episode. Was just doing a little bit of stuff off recording with Dan Pond, but we're basically at the same spot and we haven't come and checked our mailbox. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And as you can see, quite a bit of stuff is sold. I'm gonna go to TSM so we can get a better view. And this is what we're starting with from everything we've kind of posted so far on the auction house. And I see a really nice starting number of 2,000. Mainly what we're getting that from is our skinning. There's some fish in here, the kind of crates or chests that are dropping. These are a lot of the materials from that. Our oily blackmouth did not sell, which is interesting. Plans didn't sell. That's okay. Some of the items from rares, but one big ticket item in here is the Brack Claw. We got that sold for about 2,000. So that's the majority there. Really nice to see that. So we're going to go ahead and take all this gold. We will open up our expired and we'll go quickly post this and get those back on the auction house. And so this staff was dropped, this knife was dropped, these breeches, these pants, they all have a pretty okay sell rate, but what we really care about is getting this one up here. There's two sellers at 12. Let's get these posted, all 43 of them. Give us a little bit of something. And these plans here. So we'll let stuff go. We'll get those posted. I'm not going to post these transmogs for now. I don't want to deal with all of those. But one thing that did happen while I was working on kind of skinning a little bit in like a 10-minute interval, I got a cooking recipe that dropped for cooked crab claw. So we got that over in Westfall. Here we were farming up in this kind of farm area, just doing a little bit of skinning. So we're going to go ahead and learn that one. So what I'm going to do is I'd love to do a couple of things. I want to go and check for the dailies. One. So let's just go do that while I'm thinking about it. I want to go fish in Westfall. Not up yet. I want to go fish again along the coast. But I want to fish all of this, all the fishing spots. I want to fly around and see if there's any that show up in this area. And I just want to see what we get from doing that. Now that our fishing is kind of getting up there, it's almost to 100. We can start to utilize a couple of other things, right? We're going to get bright bobbers or bright baubles and the aquadynamic fish attractor. And so there's a potential that we can kind of leverage that a little more.
Farewell.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of fishing. And then honestly, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to do a little bit of, just for the experience, rare farming, just to kind of knock them out a little bit, just to get a little bit of level. And we're going to potentially be moving to another zone connected here. So we've got Owen Forest, we've got Westfall. We're probably going to go to Duskwood next. We'll see. I'll find the right zone. And once we figure out where we go next, I will let you guys know. All right, here we are back in Westfall really quick. I grabbed my All the Things add-on just to kind of poke around. There's quite a few things that we can actually do here along what we're looking for. I'm not going to run this, but there's some battle pets. We can go get the shore crab. We don't have one of those, so we can definitely do that. a mouse, a prairie dog. We can go capture all those. But what I actually was searching for was these recipes. And so we've got this fisher vendor right here who's got multiple recipes for us. So clam chowder, we're going to get this mackerel. Already know the rainbow fin albacore. But we don't have this spiced chili crab, and we're just going to get it for now. And I believe, yep, that's all of them.
Have a good one.
We're just going to learn them.
I can't use that.
Oh, sorry, I don't have enough skill in that one. But I wanted to just kind of grab these. We're going to learn this clam chowder. Perfect. So just kind of showing that we've got those. I've been looking around. I think what we're going to do is continue to do another run of fishing. And what I'll do is I'll go up the coast. We'll see how much we get by running this coast again and the water. So we'll fish all the fish spots and just see how much estimated we could get by fishing all the fishing spots here in Westfall. And then once we do that, we will definitely move on to clearing kind of the quests and stuff for Duskwood, and then finding any pets and recipes there. I'm going to go ahead and open up my loot appraiser, and what we will do is we will start fishing based on, and this time, market value for current server, and see what we get after we fish all of the school of fish in this zone. Just to point out right here at the beginning, just a couple of minutes in, I paused it. Was running up the shore. Brack was summoned. This noteworthy item is from the Brack Claw, which we did end up selling that one for 2,000. I will subtract the 5,200 at the end from this total here, from the estimated value, so that way we don't have that in this fishing run, just so you know when that number jumps up. All right, here we are at the end of our run. As you can see, it's flashing, but took about 30 minutes to go through the whole coast with the school of fish. Everything is in here already. I opened up the sunken chests. We ended up getting quite a few of those. I was using a couple of lures just to try and boost the fishing a little bit, but we'll kind of go through mostly oily blackmouth, which is really nice because those are the highest amount. Other materials from those chests, nothing too crazy. One green from the Murloc. I can't remember, it was a warrior or whatever, but it's just a wand. That's 9. So a lot of really great stuff here, and as we see with this, it's estimating about 6,100 total, but that Brack Claw really jumped it up with the rare drop, and so we're gonna say about 1,000 gold ish estimated from the 30 minutes or so it took to fish all of those. So that's not too bad. All right, we're here at the auction house. We're gonna go post all of these at 12. Yep, I think what we have the other ones. I'm not gonna post the eggs. No need to post the things that are just, well, you know what, it could be. Oh, okay, we're gonna. So this will give us a little bit of an idea of what everything is going to go for. All right, as you can see here, some stuff is already selling, which is nice. But we have about a total of 1,500 on sale here. That one's already sold. One of the plans that we got, this is the plan we got from the other farm when we were fishing our fish, and so I think it's pretty good. I'm excited to see some of this stuff start to sell. We've got a lot of this stuff on here. Some of it will end up not selling, right? Like the Murloc fin might not, but we're going to let that run. We're going to head to the next zone. I'm going to clear some of it out, quest-wise, just to knock that out, and then we'll dive into collecting our cooking recipes or fishing or some battle pets in that area. And then actually, just to keep you updated, I did grab the prairie dog, the rat, and the crab from the zone. So we did get those 3 mouse from that. And then actually, what is interesting is I got this pet once I caught the rat. This just popped up. So I wasn't sure what caused that, but I'm not upset by that. It's an extra one. Pretty nice to have that. Can't trade it, which is totally fine. But the reason I want to get to the other battle pets is we want to be able to start to trade them. So we want to be able to raise their level up, or we want to be able to put them on the auction house, because there are, right, these are fine, but there are some pets that do go for quite a bit, and it would be really nice to be able to get these. So we might work towards some of those. I do believe this Crimson Mechasaur you have to farm a bunch of stuff for, but we'll check it out. Yeah, quite a bit that we can sell for a lot if we go ahead and get geared up and leveled up and into the zones that we can actually farm for those. So we will jump forward. I just wanted to point out while doing this, the chef here gave us 2 quests for cooking, and I believe we get a recipe for one of them. So just wanted to say we're going to do some cooking quests that are part of the world quest. Not world quest, but part of the storyline. So pretty cool to see that. Love to get a recipe from him. All right, we're turning it in.
For the Alliance, light bless you.
We get a recipe.
Be careful.
And a recipe.
Be careful.
Leveled up as well. Got a couple levels during this. So now we're 25. Critical strike. Oh, yeah. We want the extra damage and bleed. So now that we have these 2, can we learn them yet? Nope. So time to work on our cooking as well slowly. So we have some learning of recipes to do. Also saw this. There's so much we can end up getting with cooking. It's a quick scroll, but like that's a lot. Super exciting. We're gonna keep progressing in this zone and clearing out the quests, and that way we can focus on unlocking these things. All right, everyone. I was wrapping up this zone. We've got to level 31. We did clear everything out, and we were just going to start our kind of look at what we have. And I saw these eyes, and I am hoping it's not, because I think, yeah, lightning paw. I put a little macro. He's not there. We're gonna run around a little and see if we can find lightning paw in any of these bushes, and if we do, it'll be great. All right, I've been running around forever, and finally, we have found him. We are going to tame, before anyone else comes along, lightning paw. I need to dismiss! Hurry! Don't do this! I'll be so sad if I accidentally... Okay. We have 3 slots. Look at that. We got lightning paw. We have 2 possible boxes now. This is so good. Awesome. He has like a random spawn, a random spot that he can spawn in. And so I've been running around this zone, jumping from bush to bush using this macro. of just target lightning paw. Hit a bush, like running through it, targeting it, but we got lightning paw. So I've got two great foxes, and that's so great. Let's see what he's got here. Lightning paw, tenacity, claw, spirit walk, spirit mend, spirit pulse, growl, dash. This is awesome. I'm super excited. Here we are in Darkshire in Duskwood. We have completed the zone like I was showing, thankfully. But to start, I would like to check our mail from everything we've posted. And as you can see, there's some stuff there, which is really good. Got 178 gold sitting here. It looks like 58 gold on thick leather. Awesome. So we're going to take all of that and keep adding it to all of our items that we want, or all of our gold, our total. So a couple of things that we're going to do. There's not a ton left to do in this zone. We got the named pet we were going for. There's a couple of battle pets that we can go collect. Not too many of them, but the recipes we have gotten from the vendor, we need to go ahead and learn those, which requires us to level our cooking to 110 to get both of them. And then if I scroll through quickly, there is an engineering. There's a couple pieces of engineering. I don't think we don't care about what he's selling for all of it, but the schematics we will definitely want. So we might go grab those just to bank until we figure out how we're going to level engineering. I'm not decided how I want to do that fully yet. And then from there, I think that's it for the zone. Nothing too crazy on this one. So we're going to go knock out all the battle pets. Nope, this is NPC, so looks like we're good there. So it is time to start leveling up our cooking. And so to do that, we need to look at what's available for leveling up. Clam chowder, cooked crab claw, croc silk, pork ribs, Westfall stew, crab cake. So we might need to go back to Westfall because that is unfortunately where our recipes are. They all are from this. So let's go farm a bit. I'll put the farming tool on. We're going to go ahead and probably go for a mix, but I will go do that, gather, and see how much we can get. I'm going to use this starting now, either fishing, farming, skinning, all of those. I can hit stop and it'll stop the timer. If I'm doing any sort of like large traveling, I won't have. Oh, actually, it just runs without it. Okay. No. Oh no, it started again. I won't do anything where it's like, oh, I've got to fly across all of it. Or we could. Either way, I'll decide. All right, we had to go to Elwyn Forest. I did not have enough luck with drops, and we're gonna come here. We're gonna go hunt for some ice cold milk, and I believe we can get it from one of these shops. And once we do, we'll find a fire, and we will then cook and get to the 110 required for this. I doubt it's mage quarters.
Well met.
Yeah, not mage quarters.
Go with honor, friend.
All right, we had to go hunt for a lot of this stuff. as you can see, back in Goldshire, had to go hunt for a lot of this stuff, but I'm just gonna create all. I don't have bag space, so we're gonna drop down some spider legs. We have 107. 107.
I can't use that.
Let's learn how to make a wolf kebab and see if that. Yeah, there we go. Here's our next one, spider cake. And we're gonna craft them. Awesome. Okay, that was our recipes, battle pets. A lot of different things happened. I'm gonna just scan through everything and just see. But I also want to look at TSM. All the recipes we've got. It's not too bad. We could go throw a bunch of this stuff on and not have it sell. But that's not too bad in a sense of what we're seeing. Not everything's red yet or anymore. So now that we have that, we have cooking to 115. Oh, let's one more. 116. We've got some more recipes. We still have another one. That's going to take a while. So I'm going to probably go bank that. I'm going to clear out my bags, see if there's anything else we need to do, and then potentially start heading to the next zone already. These early zones will go pretty quick, and I'm kind of purposely speeding through them so we can start to get to the point where, like, the fish that we're catching, the food that we're cooking is going to be leverageable to sell at the auction house. These low level ones are completionist and just kind of working our way towards, you never know when an old recipe or some sort of food or something becomes valuable for a short season because it's used in a quest or something happens. You never know. I know for a while eggs were insane in last expansion from a quest that not a lot of people did. So my hope is to collect them all and go from there. And you know what? I totally didn't think of it while we were over here. Good note to hit. 20 minutes to kind of run around, do all that, get our cooking, and 160 gold. I really wanted to continue pushing to these next zones because that's where we're going to start getting more. Also, had this spear drop, and I doubt it'll sell. But if we could sell it at that much, there's a token or two earned with the 759,000. So we'll take one and we'll throw it on there. Rock lobster, we got to go swim in the bay. And then Bobby Flay, we need to get crab legs. Probably similar area. So we're going to go ahead and go to take care of these. Oh, you know what? While we're here, let's throw it up on the auction house. It's there for $1 million. Let's do it. Let's do 300,000 for 1 silver. Hail Mary, end this challenge early and see if that works. Otherwise, we found a couple of blues and not blues, greens, some BOEs. We'll throw them on once, and then if they don't go, I'm going to go ahead and just convert them into my transmogs. But mainly wanted to do that because it actually cleans up some space. All right, I'm going to go gather everything for these quests. All right, we're wrapping up the quests. We can go turn them in and see what we get specifically for this fishing. The bag of shiny things. Since we got that fishing skill, I wonder if that's the first time you complete it. We got that fishing skill. I'm wondering if we can get any other items. And we get a cooking skill. How great is that? And while we're here, I'm going to spend 2 of them. We're going to get the first 2. And what we're going to do now, we're going to learn them. Great. Also great. And let's see what we get in here. A potion and this statue. Healing potion. Could potentially sell it. 1,000 health, not too bad. But what's nice is we now have 2 other recipes from that. We did find a recipe earlier. We'll potentially go post that at some point. But that's two that we've learned. I mean, we're out of the awards, but that's totally fine. So I think that's going to be it. Potentially shorter today. Hey everyone, Kid Lion, Dan Pond here. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment on what your own challenges are in WoW, what you're coming up with, and what you're trying to do. It might be fun or new for you. Looking forward to connecting. Thanks.